Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Extraction. Extraction is a Netflix original film that follows a mercenary who is hired for an extraction job when the mob boss's son is taken hostage. However, when the mission goes awry, our mercenary goes rogue to try to save the kid. Now, I love me some Chris Hemsworth, and that definitely upped my excitement for Extraction because when you look at it on paper, this seems a whole lot like a lot of Chris Hemsworth's mercenary soldier type of films. But it was written by one of the Russo brothers and actually directed by one of the Marvel stunt coordinators, and obviously stars Chris Hemsworth as well as David Harbour, who is coming into the MCU. With all of that Marvel talent on board, I was both hopeful and skeptical for the film to come. Ultimately, I think Extraction is a perfectly solid action film, though it doesn't quite reach greatness. So, let's go ahead and kick off with the positives. Well, far and away, the biggest positive of this film is the action, and there is a lot of it, but it is done beautifully. Unlike so many action films, particularly of this mid budget, mid tier kind of action, it's so shaky and you can't see anything. But not here. It is beautifully fluid. You can see the movements. The set pieces are really intricate. The choreography is great. A lot of inventive kills, and it's not afraid to get brutal with it. Really, though, if you're a fan of action films, this provides all of the goods. You can certainly see that it is directed by a stuntman because he made sure that action was badass. I also really enjoyed Chris Hemsworth in this film, shocker, but it really just proves what a modern day movie star Chris Hemsworth is. He's so effortlessly charismatic that you really just enjoy being a part of adventures with him, whether they're in comedies, whether they're in superhero action films, or more straightforward militant action films such as this or 12 Strong. He's really engaging. He obviously delivers on the action front as a super physical worker, but also is able to deliver on bringing a little bit more depth onto his characters. And he does that here. I believe the character he's given is quite shallow, but it's due to Hemsworth that you're endeared to the character at all and you find yourself rooting for him at all. Now, the script at large, we're going to get into in the negatives. However, I wanted to highlight a couple things that I really did quite enjoy about the story itself. One of which was the treatment of the adversaries in this film, because from a surface level, this is very much a white savior film. A white man coming in to a Middle East slash Western Asian culture, such as India. Brown folks are the bad guys, the villains, trying to do horrible things and kill people, with the white man coming in to save the day. However, the film really pushes past that, and it's those characters that are presented as early adversaries or, at the very least, barricades. Chris Hemsworth's character that turn out to be the most interesting. The character, played by Randy Puda, particularly had a really great arc that showed the complexity of the situation and the complexity of these kind of networks. And I liked seeing that side of the story, that it's not so black and white, good and evil. And I do think that they handled that pretty well. I also really enjoyed the ending of this film. I think it is a brave ending. I applaud them for going there. And it's one of the few instances of them taking risks when it came to the story. So then, what didn't work so well when it comes to Extraction? Ooh, well, that script from Joe Russo is just not good. I'm sorry, but it is not good. The dialogue is so stilted and so forced. Whenever characters have to like sit down and have a discussion, whenever we're in the pause of the action and you're supposed to get some sort of kind of emotional, impactful moment, The actors are doing what they can, but wow, it just doesn't flow at all. Particularly, there's a scene with the kid and Chris Hemsworth that we get a little bit more backstory with Hemsworth, but the dialogue is so bad and so forced. Ugh. In addition, Ovi, the kid that we're supposed to be like hoping doesn't die, is annoying. He's a high school kid. He's not like super small. And he's just kind of an annoying character. And I hate to rag on younger actors, but the acting performance was pretty bad. So it certainly didn't help when he was involved in dialogue heavy scenes because it didn't work at all. And really, most of our side acting was middling at best. And with that script, everything up until the finale of this film is so by the numbers, so predictable, particularly David Harbour's character arc in this movie. You peg where his character arc is going as soon as he's introduced, and it just is one example of many throughout the film in which you're just like, yes, we know this is another action trope, and they go by many of them. So overall, Extraction is a solid, straightforward action movie. If you are coming into this for the action, I think you're going to really enjoy it because that is the highlight. That is where this movie shines. Just be prepared for some rocky moments and don't expect an all-out original story because then you might leave quite disappointed. Well, my recommendation for this film is that it delivers pretty much exactly what it promised. It delivers exactly what those trailers present to you. And if straightforward action is your thing, you're going to really like this and should definitely check it out. Otherwise, I still think it's worth streaming. It is a Netflix film, so it's available with your service now. And it's a good enough film. It passes the time. It's not overly long. It's not overly drawn out. There are a lot of really cool set pieces. So that is my review of Extraction. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Extraction or have you already seen it? If you have, let me know your thoughts either in the comment section down below or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.